Hi, so this is part 4 of my final. So the topic is unmasking the airborne transmission and the science of these microdroplets. So we want to understand how these tiny particles, such which are the microdroplets, how they impact COVID-19 and how they spread and the effective measures to be able to control COVID-19. So the science behind coronavirus and the microdroplets in the air. So the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic highlighted the importance of being able to study how viruses spread, particularly through tiny microdroplets. So microdroplets are small particles from the COVID-19 virus that are a hundredth of the size of a hundredth of a millimeter. So they can stay suspended in the air for longer periods of time, and the longer expectancy is around 20 minutes, but being in enclosed spaces, it can even last longer. So these super tiny particles play a significant role in the spread of the virus indoors, but even if people are not in a close proximity of each other, the virus is still likely to spread because of the small particles. So being able to understand the behavior of these microdroplets is crucial to being able to control the COVID-19 transmission and implementing effective public policies. So, microdroplets and the COVID-19 transmission. So, microdroplets are released when we talk or even when we breathe. So, COVID-19 virus leads to potential infection if someone is carrying the virus. So, if you're just talking and someone near you is also talking and they have the virus, you are likely to get that virus. So, research conducted in Japan revealed that the louder people speak, the more microdroplets are released into the air, which increase the risk of the virus spread of the virus. So, being able to social distance and good ventilation in indoor spaces is very essential to be able to reduce the chances of these microdroplets to spread um, between others people. So the discovery of airborne microdroplets emphasizes that the importance of adhering to social distancing rules and being able to maintain good ventilation to control the COVID-19 transmission. So the linear time of microdroplets and the airborne transmission. So microdroplets are known as also as aerosols. So these aerosols linger in the air for prolonged periods due to their small size, potentially traveling over great distances. So right here in this picture, it shows the aerosols, which are in red, and then the droplets, which are in blue. So you can basically tell that the blue ones are dropping quicker than the aerosols, and the distance is just about 2 meters. So they still have a close proximity of being able to get the transmission of the virus. So these aerosols have the ability to remain airborne for up to 20 minutes in closed spaces and stuffy rooms, which makes it likely for the virus to spread indoors. So good ventilation and wearing a mask are essential strategies to being able to control the concentration of these microdroplets in the air and reduce the risk of the airborne transmission. So being able to control the COVID-19 transmission through ventilation and masks, so proper ventilation in indoor spaces such as opening windows or doors reduce the concentration of microdroplets in the air, which limit the spread, but it's still less likely because there should be better ventilation. Windows and doors do help, but it would need a variety of windows and doors to be open to reduce that spread. So the effectiveness of wearing a mask is highlighted by many of these studies because the release of these microdroplets um, while wearing a mask protect both the speakers and the listeners from potentially infecting themselves with the viruses between, contact to contact or just speaking and talking to each other. So normal breathing alone can also lead to significant release of these viral particles, and especially in enclosed spaces, reinforcing the need for ventilation and mask wearing in public settings is very essential to being able to reduce that spread of COVID-19. So in conclusion, um, the ongoing COVID-19 emphasized the importance of studying microdroplets and the role in the viral transmission between people to people. So microdroplets can linger in the air for extended periods of time, potentially increasing the risk of the infection in many enclosed spaces, such as stuffy rooms. The scientific findings also highlight the significance of good ventilation and being able to have mask wearing and controlling that COVID-19 transmission. But also, it highlights that understanding the behavior of these micro droplets and being able to implement effective public health measures can curb the spread of the virus and protect, the public health of these many societies that were suffering and to this day are suffering through the pandemic as well. So in this picture, I just want to show um, the picture on the top right. It shows how the droplets fall contagiously, continuously, depending on the weight and other factors. So this shows that um, just how the droplets can easily fall within just 6 feet of a person. So up here it also says the gas allowing them to travel up to 26 feet. So this means that um, the aerosols also can be traveling up to 26 feet, which is something scary, and it shows how this transmission of the COVID-19 virus was easily transmittable. So that is it for my part 4 final. Thank you. Bye-bye.